My name is Zobia. I am 20 years old, and this is the story of my first night. The night that tested me, the night that shaped me, and the night that whispered to me that every dream has a price. And that price is paid in silence, in fear, and in courage. I remember it like it happened yesterday. The room was new. The walls were unfamiliar. The air was heavy with loneliness, and I could hear my own heartbeat louder than anything else around me. I had left the comfort of home behind. I had stepped into a city that felt too big for me, too strange for me, and too far from everything I loved. It was the first night of my new journey, the first night where there was no one to guide me, no one to hold my hand, no one to remind me that I was safe and strong. It was just me and my thoughts, and that silence was heavier than any noise I had ever known. I sat on the bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering if I had made the right choice, wondering if I was really strong enough for this life. And tears came quietly without permission, because I missed my mother's voice. I missed my father's prayer. I missed the laughter of my siblings. I missed the smell of food from our kitchen. And suddenly, I felt small like a child, lost in a world too wide. But then deep inside me a voice rose and said, "Zobia, if you give up tonight, you will give up all your life. But if you fight tonight, you will never fear tomorrow." That voice became my anchor. It became the reason I did not run back. It became the reason I wiped my tears and told myself that this night is not here to break me. It is here to build me. And slowly, I began to understand that life never starts in comfort. Life starts in the unknown. It starts when you are scared, when you are uncertain, when everything inside you says go back, but something greater inside whispers stay strong. That night, I learned that courage is not about standing in front of a crowd. It is about standing in front of yourself and refusing to fall. I realized that success is not built in the sunshine. It is built in the nights of silence when no one claps for you, no one supports you, no one even knows your struggle, but you decide to keep going anyway. I kept telling myself every minute, every second that this is not punishment. This is preparation. Because God does not give you a dream without giving you a test. And the test of the first night is the hardest. It is the night that separates those who only wish from those who truly fight. I looked at the clock again and again. Time was moving slowly, but with every tick, I felt a little stronger. With every breath, I felt a little braver. I started to remember why I came here, why I left home, why I said yes to this challenge, because I wanted to grow, because I wanted to rise, because I wanted to prove to myself that I could build a life worth living. And I knew that if I surrendered tonight, I would never forgive myself in the future. I spoke to myself like a friend. I said, "Zobia, your family believes in you. Your dreams are waiting for you. Your future is calling you. And if you don't stand now, you will lose all of it." So I chose to stand. I chose to breathe through the pain. I chose to smile, even with tears on my face. And in that choice, I found a new kind of strength I had never felt before. The strength of knowing that I can survive on my own. The strength of knowing that I am enough. The strength of knowing that this night will pass and a brighter morning will come. And when the morning finally came, after hours of fear and struggle, I looked outside the window at the sunlight, and I felt victorious, because I had survived my first night. And I realized that if I can survive one night, I can survive 100. If I can fight one battle, I can fight many. If I can believe in myself, once I can believe in myself always. That night taught me that pain is temporary, but strength is permanent. Loneliness is temporary, but growth is permanent. Fear is temporary, but courage is permanent. And whenever life gets hard now, whenever I feel like giving up, I close my eyes and remember my first night, because it reminds me that I am stronger than my fears. It reminds me that I can face the unknown. It reminds me that every dream has a cost, but the reward is greater. And so, to anyone listening to my voice, to anyone who is about to face their first night in life, whether it is the first night in a new city, the first night of a new job, the first night after failure, or the first night chasing a dream, I want to tell you this: don't give up, don't run away, don't let fear decide your future. Because the first night is only the beginning, the darkness is only a test, and the morning is waiting with open arms to welcome you into a stronger, braver version of yourself. My name is Zobia. I am 20 years old and I survived my first night. And if I can do it, so can you.